Hello, hello.
Have you ever been curious what is really the difference between a cheap $100 muffler delete and a quality $2,000 plus exhaust system? Well, I have, and gosh dang it, I'm gonna find out today. So this is my 2020 Silverado Trail Boss, and like a lot of you, I would love to throw every available penny I have into upgrading this truck. But like a lot of you, I have additional responsibilities, costly responsibilities. So the first modification we made to this truck was the biggest issue I had with it, and it's the exhaust.
Can you guys even
Stock
hear
from
that?
the factory, this truck is hardly 1 decibel above silent. So the first modification we made was a very cheap way to modify your exhaust, and it was a muffler delete, coming in at just over $100. Now, in full transparency, I'm not typically one that supports straight piping or muffler deleting anything. It sounds unrefined, it sounds noisy, a lot of time it's just straight up annoying. Fortunately, with these trucks, the cab is so heavily insulated, there's no real drone. So this muffler delete hasn't really been a bad option. But in the back of my head, I've always wondered, what's really the difference between a full-blown $2,000 Borla quality system and a cheap muffler delete? And I'm gonna find out. So welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my little piece of paradise, the Lonestar Hawaiian garage. If you guys are by chance new, I'm a crazy Hawaiian Texan that's got a 4th gen Silverado that we're gonna be bolting in some exhaust systems for you today. And if you are by chance new and enjoying the content at any point in the video, feel free to scroll down and hit the subscribe button below. Join the Ohana, join the family, lots coming up this year for you. But for today, we have the Borla S-Type catback exhaust system with carbon fiber tips. Yes, we're going all out in today's video. We're gonna give you guys a side-by-side comparison of a quality Borla S-Type exhaust and the cheap AFE muffler delete. So what we're doing right now is heading over to our private closed course location to give you guys some decibel readings with the current setup being just the muffler delete. We'll get the decibel meter outside, give you guys decibel readings with some revs, a light pull, and then a wide open throttle pull. That way, when we get the Borla S system installed, we can visually see the decibel difference between the two. I'm assuming there's gonna be a tone change, but I also wanna see the volume decibel levels pre and post. So, getting some heat in the engine right now. You don't wanna do this with your engine being cold, so once we get up to temp, we'll get you guys outside to hear some glorious bald eagles. Car parts, which means the ZL1 needs to leave Paradise Cove. So just for fun, let's see how loud the ZL1 is. How loud is that? Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Behold, the Borla S-Type catback exhaust system for the new generation Silverados. I believe that's 2019 all the way through 2022. We have everything we need here from hardware to our new muffler to the carbon fiber rear tips. These are gonna go in and take place of our current USB ports that are in our rear bumper. This is gonna look phenomenal. And we got all this stuff off of RealTruck.com. There'll be links in the description below, guys. I ordered this on a Wednesday and it was on my doorstep Friday morning. How they got it to me that quick, I really don't know. Regardless, now that we've revved the crap out of the truck and the exhaust is nice and toasty, time to pull it out of there. Dance all the time, guys. All right, so that was a pain for a few different reasons. But if you're doing this for yourself and you have the stock system, you're gonna have to cut just in front of the muffler. So mine looks a little bit different because I have that AFE Muffler Delete right here, and I just kind of booger welded the back in because I cut off that flapper valve and it was just too far. We are now back to our stock pipe here. We're gonna unbolt it here from the flange. And when I jacked it up, I purposely put the stands here on the frame. That way that rear axle was able to sag down as far as it could, which gave me a little additional clearance. But it will also say this flange right here that connects the driver and passenger side is a pain to get above that spare tire there to get it. But we got that out. We're gonna pull this last piece off of there and then we can start assembling our brand new Borla system. All right, so where's all my corporate guys out there? There's nothing like a good from to, right? From to, see what I did there? See what I did there? Yeah. All right, so what we have here is the stock exhaust with that AFE Muffler Delete, and then our Borla S-type exhaust. Now, surprisingly enough, this is actually a lot lighter than the stock, whatever they use. Not like that 20 pounds is gonna do anything for a half-ton pickup. So what we're gonna do now is start at the cat and then start bolting it up all the way back. Just for a little sneak peek here. Oh, heck yeah. This is how it should come from the factory, Chevy. Guys, this is not an advertisement. Holy shnikes. Back on February 4th of 2018, my wife made the deal with me that if this channel gets to 1,000 subscribers, I have permission to go buy power tools. We're gonna be here for a while. If I hit 1,000 subscribers, I have the green light to go purchase power tools. Well, that was several years ago, and you've seen what's happened since I got my first power drill. But we've just confirmed, and she's made the deal that when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers, I get a shop. When this channel hits 100,000 subscribers, guys, I've been giving permission to go build a multi-car shop right there on my property. So the time is now. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, help a brother out, or I'm gonna be making about 20,000 false accounts subscribing to myself. Freaking good day. Let's go. Now, going back to the question from the beginning of this video, is the $2,000 system really that much better than a $100 muffler delete? Just looking at the materials these are constructed out of, this is clearly better. T304 stainless, all the bends are mandrel bent. Meanwhile, the stock system, extremely restrictive, smaller diameter piping all the way to the rear. We have these 6 resignators, which kind of do something, kind of don't. We're also going with the Borla S-type muffler. They also make a more aggressive attack. If you want a more aggressive sound, we're going for more of a better tone, which is why we're going with the S-type. Plus, we have plans in the future to change up things up in front of the primary cats, which will increase volume as well. So this should be a good option. So from just side by side looking at it, this is clearly better than the stock system, but let's get this thing in here so I can actually hear the V8 Symphony from the Borla S-type trumpet. Yeah, trumpet? Yeah, that's a good analogy, right? Trumpet. Yeah, just the air and a right? Pipes are in. It's time for the tips. And guys, guess what? It's been several weeks. You guys have been asking. The greatest cameraman in the world is back on the vlog. Say hello.
Hello.
I think it's been like 6 weeks, dude. You've been taking a lot of time off for the holidays. All right. So this last part, we're gonna be lining this guy up, which will be fun because we're gonna have to, oh geez, we gotta pull her back over a little bit. What do you think, man? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm gonna go under there and start shifting things around because that pipe's gotta move this way. So we tightened everything up underneath, but we haven't snugged everything down on purpose. I was gonna get to here, figure out where it's at, and then start adjusting, kind of moving back that way. We're pretty far off on that side, so we still got a little more work to do. Thanks, dude. Good to see you again. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Where is your shoes? Like the 67th time today. Shoes. Whew, that was a pain lining up, but we are done. Dang, those tips look so stinking cool. I think that really should be a quad tip from factory. This looks phenomenal. Now, the issue I was having, and I didn't realize this, but this exhaust hanger here actually has a tab that you actually rotate and actually fit in, so it actually pulls everything up and over. That was my issue actually on both sides. So once I did that, everything lined up okay, and then from there, it was just getting the tips just right. So getting it centered within this arch and the bumper. And it's only about 7:30, so we're actually gonna start this up right now and see how it sounds. I'm stoked, but we're also gonna check for any exhaust leaks while the truck's relatively up in the air. So here's a semi-cold start on a 2020 Silverado with the Borla S-Type catback exhaust system. Let's go. Where are you going? Sounds so good.
What?
I'm shocked. I didn't expect a lot. I expected, you know, it to be a little bit quieter because there's a muffler now. Wow, so much better. It's like a deeper tone pop, but at the same time, it's like it's tuned versus being out of tune, and don't mind the binky there. It's like almost when a guitar is a little bit out of tune, and then you finally get it right in tune. That's the only way I can put it right now. So that's gonna do it for right now. I'm gonna get all this stuff cleaned up out of the garage. We'll see you guys back in the morning for our typical early morning country reveal and a ton of exhaust clips. Just wait till we go long two-patters. Wait, what?
I think I let my guard down. Certain things ain't the same now. Hard to navigate these problems. I'm by myself, you're not around. I tried to open up, it wasn't good enough. Put in my all and got nothing back. Now I'm stuck in the rain, dealing with all this pain. Why you gotta do me like that? Don't say you love me, then go and leave me. It can't get ugly, trust and believe me. Say it to myself, looks so deceiving. Trying to fight back this far from easy. I've seen your hands. Delilah, don't you know I've seen your
Guys, welcome back a week later. It's actually been over a week since the last clip ending. There's a few reasons we did that. Over all the years that I've been doing these modifications and making these videos, I've realized that you need to give yourself a few days after you bolt in an exhaust system like this to really give an honest opinion. Like with everything, the initial reaction is relatively emotional. So we've been living with this exhaust system for a week now, and I can say this, Borla's got their stuff together. I fully expected this system to be better than the muffler delete. Let's be honest, $120 versus the $2,000 exhaust system. I would expect this one to be better. But what I didn't expect was the volume level differences at different types of driving. Under normal day-to-day driving and at low throttle inputs, the Borla system is significantly quieter than a straight pipe or a muffler delete, and I expected that. But what I didn't expect was for this system to be significantly louder under wide open throttle versus a muffler delete. Borla claims that this flows better than a muffler delete or a straight pipe does, and I really understand that given it's a non-reflective baffled design in the S-type exhaust. Now we've given this an entire week just to live with, and I can say it's much more livable. You're cruising down the highway, down these back roads under light throttle input. It's very peaceful and quiet. Now if you do want to hear that exhaust, it sounds fantastic. Again, I'm not surprised because Borla tunes the exhaust to sound good. And paired with 8 cylinders of symphonic goodness, it better sound good. Of course it sounds good. And speaking of 8 cylinders of symphonic goodness, here's a bonus footage for a Borla XR1 muffler on the 07. So 5.3, Borla XR1 dumped at the rear axle. Not bad, huh? All right, guys, let's go ahead and review the official LSH-NA self-certified results, also known as a sticky note. Now, first off, starting with the AFE Muffler Delete. We're gonna separate this into light and heavy load. On the initial light throttle passes, as you saw there, the AFE Muffler Delete, we saw between 84 and 86 decibels, and under light revving at park, around 85 decibels. Switching over to the Borla, under the same circumstances, we had between 83 and 85 decibels. Under light revving, which was kind of a surprise, 88 decibels. So anytime you put some throttle into it, the ramp up is much louder than just a normal cruise situation. Now, what about the heavy stuff? Wide open throttle, where you want the bald eagles to soar. The AFE Muffler Delete, we saw between 93 and 101 decibels under wide open throttle driving. Again, we were probably 15 to 20 feet away from the truck, and it was a drive-by. You're gonna get some tire noise in there as well. Under revving, this has got a soft limiter at 3,500 RPM. We saw 90 decibels. Switching to the Borla carbon fiber tips, which don't add any additional volume, it just looked freaking good. Between 96 and 103 decibels. Under revving, 99.2.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop in here really quick, and I'm actually finishing up the edit on this video. There's one thing I did not notate in the video anywhere, and I feel like it needs to be addressed, and it's about horsepower. Technically, catback exhaust systems do add efficiency and horsepower with exhaust flow, but I obviously don't have the means to dyno the truck pre and post. Now go to Borla's website, they do notate there that the patented straight through and multi-core technology designed to unleash hidden horsepower, increased exhaust velocity, adds power, driving excitement, and fuel economy. That's coming from their website. I can't verify that, but I'm hoping the sound differences is really what the normal person typically wants to see in day-to-day driving. I'm hoping that's what I provided you.
Now, is it worth the investment? That's up to you to decide. I think everything is worth the investment when you're investing in cars, so obviously my opinion is skewed. So I hope this video is relatively helpful, guys. This is the type of thing I would be looking for if I was in a market and looking for an exhaust system. Both of these systems are linked in description below. You can pick them both up at RealTruck.com. They usually have the most competitive pricing in the market, and their shipping surprised me how quick that Borla system got here. So those links are below. Go check them out both for the AFE Power Muffler Delete and the Borla S catback exhaust system with the carbon fiber tips. But you can also change out the tip options if you don't want to pay for the carbon fiber, because these are significantly more expensive. You can get a single exit, a dual exit, just depending on what you guys want. You can actually keep your factory exhaust tips as well if you really want to. And I did just confirm again with Wifey, 100K, we get a shop. So at 100,000 subscribers, I've been given permission that I can build a big multi-car shop right there on my property as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers. So please, if you haven't yet, scroll down, hit the subscribe button below, help a brother out, or I'm gonna be creating 20,000 false accounts and subscribing to myself. So please don't have me do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you for hanging out with me here in paradise in the Lonestar Hawaiian garage. We will catch you guys in a few days for our next video. Until that day comes, as always, y'all take care. Ahui ho, aloha.